Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to part 5 of the DRZ Year 2000 Original SY Restoration Project. Now, if you recall, when you last saw this bike, we were tearing it down. Since then, the frame has been newly powder coated, and subframe, it is a nice black graphite. And today's progress, this morning we just had the frame, the engine's been loaded in and it's been bolted in, and what we've also got is we've got all the main wiring loom in, we've even got some oil hoses in, the oil tank, on the other side the water reservoir tank, and if you notice we've got a really nice cleaned up spring shock, should I say, with a newly powder coated spring. Now the shock has been overhauled in the last 12 months, so the spring hadn't been, so that has been powder coated, and I got that done a nice red. All the swing arms been cleaned up, the bearings have been checked, they're less than 12 months old in the knuckle joint, and the linkage, etc., and the main swing arm itself. So we don't need to do that. It does have lowering links on underneath here, but it's coming on really well. Obviously we haven't spent all day on this project today, but this is a progress after several hours on it from a bare frame. So we got the airbox in, the wiring loom in, the electrics up to the front, the triple clamps are mounted, the bearings are all greased up and cleaned up, they're all good to go. And yeah, it's coming along. There's a lot of trinkets to add onto this bike, but it is a budget build, is this, for the owner. It's not one of my bikes. The story is in part 1 of this project, how it come to the garage here to be worked on. Couple more weekends work on it, it'll be ready to go, and it'll look completely different with this. It was factory yellow metal tank, yellow plastics, etc. like that. It's going to be leaving here with a blue adventure tank on, white plastics, fenders, rad shrouds, clean looking design, no graphics. We'll be taking these stickers off the swing arm, and we'll be putting blue swing arm protectors on. These ones, wheels are being cleaned up by the owner to save money. He's took the rear wheel home and a load of red oxide wheels and Brillo pads and stuff like that to clean all the spokes up and to clean the rims up to bring back to put on the bike. Again, to save money. And he'll be taking the front wheel next week, or this coming week, and that'll give me a chance to replace the fork oil and check the seals of the forks and possibly put new gator boots on there for him. The young lad that rides this loves the off-road, so with that in mind, I have some special frame protectors that are going to be coming up here on both sides of the bike. These are to protect it, and we'll be putting some new different kind of mirrors on there, snapback ones. We've got new levers, snapback blue levers, lots of trinkets, like I said. But this ain't bad for half a day's progress, considering it was a bare frame today. And yeah, I'm super stoked how it looks and how it's going to look. Couple of questions have bobbed up on the group this week about getting your swing arm in here. It's tight, spacers keep dropping out, I'm having a nightmare. How do I do it? How do I do it? Right, okay, listen up. Loosen this engine mount, that engine mount, the bolt at the bottom, so that your engine can wiggle like this, the back end particularly, right? That will help you slide your swing arm in with the spacers, because it gives them some wiggle room. It is awkward doing it on your own. I can do it on my own, but it's much easier to have somebody with the shaft bolt that goes all the way through here, the swing arm shaft bolt spindle, to put that through and tap it through while you're holding it. But yeah, if you're struggling to get it in once you've taken it out, like I said, slacken your engine bolts off for it as well. Your slider spacers, OEM all day long. Okay, Some people have problems with all balls kits and stuff like that. I use the original spacers that go in here, either side, and your bearings are your bearings. Once you press your bearings into here and you've got your oil seals in, your spacers should fit in there really flush. You don't need to replace your spacers. Clean them up, tumble them, wool polisher, whichever. They'll come up looking like brand new. Okay, but I've never really had problems with putting swing arms in, only when you don't slacken the engine mounts off to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room like that to get it in. Once you've got it in, get your pin shaft bolt in, get it tightened up again. So yeah, this is a project so far to date. It's not been long. I only got the frame back on Friday at 5 o'clock from the powder coaters, and didn't spend any time on it yesterday whatsoever. Spent from about, 10 o'clock this morning till about an hour ago on it. And this is a project that we've got, the project update that we've got up to press. Next, we're going to be putting on the radiators, getting the coolant tubes in there blue. I've got a big pile of stuff in these boxes for this bike down here. Some trinkets on, and the forks in, the wheels on. Get everything tie wrapped in position and stuff like that. And then yeah, we'll take it from there. So this is the update on the year 2000 SY project. If you've got an old 2000 banger and you wanna tart it up, this is what you do with it. All right, so thanks guys. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's lots of stuff to come on this. Midweek we're going to be shooting a video on the JD jet kit procedure for this S model carburetor, the McCune carb. That'll be how to from strip down to putting everything in, the jets and needle, everything like that. Cool, thank you very much, take care, bye bye.